Hello, hello. How are you doing today? What's happening? So, I haven't done a hair video in quite some time, and I partnered up again with Irresistibly Me hair extensions, and they sent me this great set, and I decided to show some different hairstyles you might want to do for the holidays, or give some hair tips for the holidays, and show like how I do my hair when I'm doing my hair smooth, as well as with the hair extensions in, and how and then I'm going to make another video where I'm going to show how I do my hair more in the curly wavy look using the hair extensions. I've done several videos showing my own hair, but one thing is it's been really frustrating is I've been growing out a section of bangs and a section of layers, and it has taken all of the patience of my life to grow out a section. I mean, if you're a guy and you get your hair cut often, you have no idea, especially for women, how long it takes to grow out bangs. If your hair only grows a half an inch a month, then that means it's like a little half an inch. So if you have bangs to here another month, it can take 6 months to go from here just down to here, okay? But for me, because I color my hair, I highlight my hair, I still trim it off, you still have to take little health trims, but still, I have been growing out layers in my hair and wanting my hair to have more fullness and be longer for a very long time. It is taking me a lot longer because when I was a teenager in my 20s, I could grow out a certain hairstyle over the summer in between, when school would end, then you'd have the summer and then the fall, and I usually my hair would grow really quickly, or through the course of you get your hair cut for back to school, and by the spring, your hair has grown out, and if you wanted to keep it longer, maybe just keep a few bangs and have everything else be long, your hair would grow that fast. But being in my late 50s, it doesn't grow that fast. So if you make a commitment for a certain hairstyle, it's easier to just keep cutting it into that hairstyle as opposed to trying to grow it out. So my goal has always been to grow and have my hair be long, thick, healthy, and just be longer, loose layers, not bangs, not short, choppy layers anymore. I've done that for so many years, and I knew I can because I'd grow out other sections, but growing out the front has really been challenging for me. I finally am able to get it to go back behind my ears. But it's still missing the bulk in the sides, because it's very easy to, when you get older, your hair gets more fragile, and you can get a lot of breakage around the edges, which of course you get cut into some, even if they're just slight little pieces of layers around the face. So having the hair extensions in has been a godsend, because it actually fills in those places. And before, when you're not getting there yet, it's just like dieting. When you're not there yet, you're very tempted to cheat, right? Because your body is not where you want it to be, or you're not seeing results fast enough, right? So it's the same thing with growing out your hair. When you're growing out your hair, it's so easy to get halfway and then say, screw it, it's taking so long, I'll just cut bangs again, or I'll just do a totally different hairstyle again. And then you're back to square one, you grow it out for another year, it's still not there yet, and it's like, what takes so long? Now, other people, I used to be very envious of girls who would go away to college. They could just let their hair grow out for a whole year, because they'd pull their hair back in a ponytail for class every day, maybe do it down once in a blue moon. But when you're a hairstylist and you're having to do your hair, style your hair often and make it look nice, it also takes its toll and you end up with a lot of little breakage pieces. You have a lot of little things. So also having the hair extensions is like a godsend to fill it in and make it be so that I feel like it's already where I want it to be. Or even if there's like a few shorter pieces here and there, they're so close that they can blend in, and my hair is getting closer. So it's like, it's been an answer. It really has been an answer. So anyway, today I'm going to show straightening. Okay, so one thing just to talk about the hair extensions themselves is right now the pieces that I clipped in, they're the clip-in extensions, but they still have some wave to them from when I wore my hair wavy before. But the rest of my hair is this kind of like frizzy texture that I'm going to straighten with the straightening iron. But these are Irresistibly Me hair extension brand hair extensions. They're award-winning clip-in hair extension pieces. They also carry tape-in ponytails, wigs, hair toppers, hair growth. They sell hair growth gummies, accessories, and bundles, and even a special program for stylists. Okay, so before I get too involved, don't forget to hit thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload more videos. Okay, so I'm just gonna like start sectioning and start using show some what different hair products do. What I have in here, I have one set of I call them one set of two. The clip is, there's two clips on a strip here. This side has one set of two, another set of two, and then I have a set of three up here that goes across the whole top to help fill in that whole section. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the bottom of my hair and then start smoothing it out. And you can see some of the pieces in here. These actually match the length of the back of my hair. See, here's the back of my hair. This is the part of my hair that I've been trying to grow to match the back because it was all much shorter here, okay? So that's what I'm talking about in terms of like filling in those gaps. And my hair is pretty thick on this side, so I only have one set in. And so, okay, well, one thing is my eye, I have, I talk about these eye allergies all the time. So, they kind of make my eyes water. Sometimes it's the light, sometimes it can be anything. It can be any little thing can make my eyes water. So today's kind of a funky day, so in terms of that. So what I'm spraying is a little bit of Not Your Mother's hair protectant, heat protectant. I put it into a smaller spray bottle, and that's what I like to use. So I'm just kind of going over it. This flat iron is an Infinity Pro by Conair, and it goes up to how high does it go up? I think it goes up to 415. Let me see. Yeah, 415. And I have it set it like maybe 4, okay? But the best thing is about these hair extensions is, see, I'm kind of just going over it and it's getting the frizz out. The best thing about the hair extensions is that they're human hair extensions, okay? A lot of the clip-in hair extensions that you see on the internet, you can't put a flat iron on these. You can't straighten it or use a curling iron because they're artificial hair. But the thing about these these are true human hair extensions. So you can style them a multitude of ways, and it makes such a difference to be able. And I have in the 16-inch. In the shade is number 16, which is strawberry blonde. So it's like a very, very warm kind of reddish blonde with highlights. It matches my own hair, pretty well. And so yeah, so this is one of those pieces right here, and you can see how much longer they look when they're straightened out. My hair in general looks much longer when it's straightened out. So I haven't done the straight look in some time. But yeah, when you have layers and you have different pieces, it makes such a difference to be able to have some things to fill it in, because then and also I notice because my own hair has had so many processes. Of course, they process it to add the color, add the highlights, but it's such a pretty texture, so it makes my own hair look a little shinier than you can see. This is my own hair over here. I haven't gotten to where that set is. But one thing to know with Irresistibly Me, they are doing a Black Friday sale, And the Black Friday sale is up to 65% off of their hair extensions, and up to 70% off of their wigs. So that's really great. They also have hair toppers. Some men like to get the hair toppers for to kind of, and also I've had clients over the years that get hair toppers, like if they're thinning on the top and they just want to have it like in the little front area, or sometimes of a bang section, or a bang section plus the very top layer, so that they can kind of put over the whole thing, and then it kind of their own hair looks kind of smooth. So I know this looks kind of funny right now, because it looks like two different layers. But once I get the other set on this side down, it'll be all right. But it just makes such a difference when you're to have to kind of fill in those gaps, you know. And I was sort of using them when my hair was thinning, but I have not. Now I just use it for just a little extra volume here and there, just for just to kind of match it up, you know. See, there's the piece right there. Okay, so actually, I'm not going to take that whole section. I'm going to take some of this. So here we go. And you know, I know it's kind of hard to grab when you have a lot of hair. But my goal is to get my whole hair to kind of be down that length. And but that you know, it takes a while. It takes a while to grow. A lot of people are like, oh, did you just let your hair grow? It takes years to grow to that point, and it makes such a difference when you have that little extra. You just feel like you've got your whole. You just feel like so much more pulled together. At least for me, I feel like I have so much more pulled together, and I think I have a little tangle right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I have so much more pulled together, and let me put a little bit of the. I have it in a little travel size bottle, so that's what it is. I like the Not Your Mother's brand. I also have a Paul Mitchell one straightening spray that I also like to use, and I like to I alternate between those two. So all right, let me get this a little smoother here because it still has some of that old curl. But all of a sudden, see, it starts to look like, you know, just a little bit of extra added in, okay? Because it actually matches back with the length back here, and then it kind of fills it. It just changes up my whole look. It changes up my whole look. I feel like I feel younger. I feel like I look more pulled together when I have the pieces in. I feel like I look more like I feel like I have the hairstyle that I've been trying to have for years, and just waiting and waiting for it to grow, and never feeling like I'm as together and feel like I look as together in photos as I like to look, or how I like to present myself. I actually should have worn them when I was in that fashion show. I should have, but you know, that day was not one of the better days for me. It was just I was not actually I wasn't really feeling up to it, but I kind of did it anyway. So sometimes when you're not really up to it, you know, then other things can happen. So, yeah. But compared to what everybody else was doing for that show, I was still very pulled together. Um, but so another thing is I have a code. I have a discount code. I have a 10% off discount code with the Irresistibly Me. 10% off. It's code capital I am dash Biba, BIBA, all capitals. And of course, I'll have their link. I'll have their my code and all of this sales information down below in the description box, and all down there for you. So really, really great. I mean, it's just such a nice flow. You know, it's really easy. It's not. It's much easier to straighten them out than even my own hair. My own hair is like, usually takes 4 or 5 passes, but these pieces are like, it's like nothing. It's like really nothing. I feel like it's like gives me a little younger look, you know, and you know, I feel like it just pulls me all together, you know. All right, so let's take a little more section of this. You know, my own hair is very thick, but like I said, it's just in those places where I've been waiting for it to grow. Yeah, see, there's where the tape, the two, or it's not tape in, but you have it looks like tape right here, but there's a clip here and a clip here. I tease the hair at the root, and then attach the clip to the teased hair. Okay, so I don't want to put the flat iron right on it, right on that part, but I am going to spray. So yeah, so it's pretty exciting. It's pretty fun for me. The first video I did, and I may take that down, so that has had quite a few views. But the first video I did was just what I would say a cheapy brand of hair extensions, and not to say they aren't okay nice, but the quality is not nowhere near as good as this. And I just need to buy more of these in my color in the longer, because the one thing I did like about those is the really, really long length, which was like the whole thing was like down to here. Um, but that will be an investment. I may, you know, ask my husband for that for Christmas or something, but it's kind of like that's more of an investment business expense, or I may wait till see after Christmas with Christmas money that we get or something like that, because that is a little, that's more of an investment, but it is a business expense because I am doing them, you know, I am a spokesperson for the company, and so I can write it off. But like I said, we've had a lot of we've had a lot of home repairs lately, and the home repairs have been quite challenging and quite expensive, and things that we didn't expect, you know. But we had a bee infestation in part of our house. You know, outside of our house, thank God, not inside. We're replacing the gutters. We've had to what's called wrap, where you wrap the underneath the gutters with to protect the wood that's under, you know, underneath the gutters. And what else? Thank God the roof's intact. But we've had to replace almost every appliance in our home. We've had to, in the last 4 years, we've had to, gosh, we added cabinets. We added cabinets with marble counter to match the rest of the kitchen. There was a section of the kitchen that actually, you know, it was just kind of bare and actually needed cabinets because we needed more storage space. So we did that since we've been here. We've done a lot of home improvements. We've definitely made our home worth much more. But it's, you know, oh, we've had to replace a water heater and the furnace this year. Like I said, unexpected things. What else? What, I'm trying to think of what else we've done so much. We've really done a lot. And okay, we take this section, bring another section down. I'm kind of like not doing it in okay, there's more. See, there's where the more tracks are. Okay, I'm not taking a big section. I'm doing it in smaller sections because that way it saves the you know, it makes it be, for one thing, it's easier to smooth, and it's less pulling at the root, which is better for the hair. And I really don't have any in the back, although I could have added a few in the back. The set I have is a set of 8 pieces. You get 2 singles. You get 3 strips that have the 2 clips. I think 3 sets that have 3 like this, and then Yeah, two sets that have, yeah, three sets because I've got one up here, and then one that has the four. This one has four, and this one usually gets put across here, so that way it's a big, massive group of hair. So yeah. So I'm just kind of gently doing it because it's, it's so much easier to it's so much easier to smooth. And I just feel like it's like it looks so much more together. I feel like they're like this is how I want like my hair to look. Whether it's curled or straight, I like having it longer down here. And it's really been like an answer. It's like an answer of prayers just to see my hair be that long, because there were years where my hair would be growing out, and then someone would trim it, and then they'd trim it a little too short, or sometimes with bleaching, sometimes there'll be some hair breakage, so then I'd have to like sometimes layer it back up a little bit more. Um, because my own hair is very fragile, just like my skin is very sensitive. My own hair is very fragile. So I've had to switch different brands of hair colors and switch different brands of lighteners so that I could have my hair this color and this. Because when I've done this before, it usually almost always got really, really dry and almost like straw, and it would break off a lot. So I've actually been, and I've also been stretching out the time that I am doing my actual color and stretching out the time that I do my highlights, so that it's not as harsh on the hair as my own hair as well. So so ready. See, okay. What a difference, What a difference a hairdo makes. What a difference. All right, there's one little piece right here that I'm going to need to do because I can see there's a bend in there. Okay. And some of that is the hair underneath. It's the shorter pieces. Yeah. Just kind of, just that way it kind of looks like it's just part of the layers, just different layers. And throw this one over. Some of this goes here, down here, and some of this goes into here. Yeah. And with all these haircuts where people have their hair like it's shorter here and longer here, it really it just makes it seem like that's part of the hairstyle. So then you could kind of curl this under a little bit, and then it kind of looks like it's all the same. But especially since you can see this is that whole section that's shorter. I've been waiting for this section of my hair to grow. I mean, because this was up to here. First it was here, there was here, and now it's been kind of stuck down here for just like my weight has been at a plateau for God knows how long, months, nearly a year, and push that in there. I could add a few more pieces to kind of thicken that up a little bit. But see, just doing this, I feel like I look younger. I feel like I look more pulled together. I feel like I look less like, the same old, same old. All right, now this little section needs a little bit of help up here. This is it. But so yeah, if you like your hair straighter, this is how you would do it. And having the pieces, I just kind of put that back there. You see? Okay. And then kind of do it under a little bit. It just having this hair right here, it feels like hair that I want to have. This is the look that I've been wanting to present to the world for 10, 15 years. For when I do it straight. The problem is because what happened was there was a really, really overly layered look that was in style, and unless your hair could grow out very easily, you know, a lot of movie stars, celebrities, they just put in hair extensions, and that's how they go from, or wigs. That's how they'll go from having really short or shorter type of layers or curly layers or whatever, and then the next time you see them, it'll look like they just have like nice longer looser layers, and they're not having to go through the grow out process to do it, you know. So but I really feel like it's like a younger look. It's like it's just it's just so much better. It's so much better. It's like a new just you know, I can't get over it. I cannot get over it, you know. And it also kind of like if you want to add, it's sort of like adding a little extra highlights too, you know. So yeah. So yeah, that is amazing. You know, it's just really, really amazing to switch up the look. And then when I do it, when I do the video where it's gonna do the big curls, it's gonna have a different look, but it's still gonna look so much better than what I would say when it's my own hair and it's not filled in, and it doesn't have, and that whole area is not filled in. It kind of like makes the look so much sharper, more pulled together, and and just filled in, you know. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, Irresistibly Me. Like I said, I'll put the link down below. Code IM-BIBA, get you 10% off. All natural hair extensions. The Black Friday sale is up to 65% off of the hair extensions, and then up to 75% off wigs. They have the hair toppers, they have growth gummies, they have accessories and bundles, and they even have things to a great program for hairdressers. So if you're a hairstylist and you have and you're buying them for clients, you can they have a special program, probably special pricing and that kind of thing. And also maybe even if you're buying, you know, say if you're buying bulk, you know, there's some stylists that will have multiple pieces in their salon. And let's say if that way, if a bride comes in and they need some pieces thrown in like this, like if I was going to do my hair for a wedding, and I wanted to have, you know, a more together look and have that, say if it was a bride with shorter hair and they wanted like more filled in, or big curls and have it look more like this, but big curls, that you could have, a stylist could have, especially in a busy salon, could have multiple drawers or a section where you could have all the different color pieces and ready to go, ready to curl, ready to smooth, no matter, you know, whatever the hairstylist and the customer are going, whatever look they're going to do, you know, they can have it ready to go. So, you know, there's some amazing things that they'll work with, they'll work with the stylist. So, so I'm really excited about that because I like the fact that it's accessible to regular people as well as accessible to professionals, you know, because I've been a professional for 41 years in this business, and I've seen a lot of different companies come and go. I've seen a lot of different products come and go, and you know, these really feel great. These are 16-inch. They have 14-inch. They have 18-inch. They go way much longer than this. So I'm, like I said, I want to invest in some of the longer ones. I'll have some more fun with those. But this is, I think, is kind of more realistic right now for like kind of my everyday, and I can kind of like mix it up and kind of do some different things, even just with this. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Check my the information box below. They have all the links, and also has my link tree, and has ways that, you know, don't forget I have a coffee account where if you can buy me virtual coffee, that helps support my business and helps me bring new things to you. And thanks so much for the support always, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks. Bye.